Many corporations are currently changing brands and mascots and logos because of some long criticized racist and ill-timed events recently.
Many CEOs, in fact, are also working on how to make businesses more involved in society, and that's the discussion in this week's Here and Now with Shaun Rabb.
Mandy Price, you are, Mandy, the CEO of Kanarys, which is a tech company, really, but you are in this space of collaboration with employees and their corporations about equity. And Adam Rizzieri, Adam is the CEO and founder of Agency Partner. They call you the marketing man. But Mandy, let me start with you.
In the beginning, we saw companies release statements. A lot of the statements were pronouncing, police brutality, standing behind Black Lives Matter, and making commitments to racial equity. And a lot of the actions they took were really around supporting external organizations, giving donations to Equal Justice Initiative or National Urban League. Now what we're seeing is that their employees are saying, what's next? What are you going to do to ensure that our workplace is fair and equitable? We've seen a lot of companies start to appoint chief diversity officers so that there's someone who is looking at these issues on a full-time basis, making sure that their policies, their initiatives, the way their organization is fair. And then on October 15th, we saw the Business Roundtable, which is comprised of the nation's largest companies, the CEOs, make a pronouncement that organizations have a duty to ensure that we are addressing these racial inequities that exist within our country.
Adam, as organizations do this, do they have to tread carefully?
Looking at recent survey data, the public wants to see CEOs taking more of a role in our society. So when it comes to affecting change, I think the reality is that, yes, businesses should make some sort of effort that's actually real and substantive to promote issues of equity and inclusion.
Uncle Ben's, Aunt Jemima, Land O'Lakes, they're all saying we're going to either change the names of our products and the logos, how we've marketed them, how we branded them, or we are going to do intensive studies and decide what we should do. What is the sea change?
2020 is a year where it's really emphasized a need for brands to better align themselves around specific consumer issues and concerns and expectations as well around politics, corporate social responsibility, and political activism.
I absolutely think it's the pandemic. This isn't the first time, as you noted, Shaun, that people have wanted to bring about racial equity and have wanted the workplace to be more fair and equitable. Obviously, with the horrific deaths that we saw as well, that tied with the pandemic, I think, is what is bringing about the rise of consciousness.
Major corporations are now in this place, this mindset where they are saying we must do more than just worry about our bottom line.
Yeah, we're tracking the public commitments and statements, and so far our team has tracked over 220 corporations that have publicly disclosed what they plan to do in terms of racial equity. And I'll point again to the Business Roundtable as far as them coming out and saying this is an obligation that all companies have. This is something that the public and the private sector has to work together on, and there is a role that companies have. And as Adam noted, this is something that the public expects.
But from a financial metrics perspective, I think what we're kind of seeing is, yeah, maybe you might see sort of a quick hit to bottom line, but there's going to be a lot of value created from what they're doing here. For a lot of these companies, we might say, hey, it's about time. It's nice to actually see some of these actions taking place, but man, this should happen a lot sooner, a long time ago.
Adam Rizzieri, Mandy Price, thank you for your time. Appreciate the input. It's a great conversation. Thank both of you.
Thank you.